Hello everyone, we started P block element. There is certain revision in the syllabus that you have seen done by council. Inorganic part, basically it's good to go by the syllabus because already the syllabus is huge. So for you particularly we started with group 15 and then here we have nitrogen, then nitric acid and phosphine. These three compounds are in preparation, properties and uses. So today we will be seeing these three compounds including nitrogen, it's a molecule, and then nitric acid and phosphines, their basic preparation, their basic properties. Nitric acid also was there in class 10, so I will not highlight much of nitric acid because it was there and you all have read already. I hope you all are reading now in organic, I expect. Let's see the reactions. So let us discuss about first nitrogen. Production of nitrogen. Nitrogen can be produced from ammonium nitrate. It's a very unstable compound which on heating forms nitrogen and water, but as it's being a very unstable compound in the laboratory, ammonium chloride is made to react with sodium nitrite, which undergoes a double decomposition reaction to form ammonium nitrite and NaCl as a side product. At that particular condition only, when we are heating little bit, this ammonium nitrates get decomposed to form nitrogen and water vapor. Ammonium dichromate, this reaction you all have seen, it's a very interesting reaction. Ammonium dichromate NH4 to Cr2O7, it's orange color compound and it's get converted to chromium oxide on heating, and fire, splash of fires, little bit of seen in the inside the test tube. We call it as a volcanic reaction. We used to call it, we used to show it in the exhibition. Nitrogen and water vapor. This is also nitrogen we are getting as a gaseous product. From here also nitrogen gets nitrogen forms. The sparks of fire is seen inside the test tube. Highly exothermic reaction. So in these forms we can get nitrogen also by heating sodium nitrite. In NaN3 we can get nitrogen, and this nitrogen, it's actually basically it's very inert gas, the reason behind that is a triple covalent bond for nitrogen. We need a very strong high energy to break the nitrogen. So nitrogen reacts with the metal at high temperature, like it forms nitrite, magnesium nitrite Mg3N2 at high temperature, which further on treating with boiling water forms ammonia. With aluminium, with calcium it reacts. Nitrogen reacts with oxygen, it's an endothermic reaction. It reacts with hydrogen at high temperature to form ammonia. In N2O2 reaction you need a very high temperature. It's also endothermic reaction. Boron also reacts with nitrogen to form boron nitride. Bn, which is it forms a Bn whole X. Silicon nitrides, calcium carbides reacts with nitrogen. CaC2 reacts with CaC2 calcium carbides reacts with nitrogen to form calcium cyanamide, that is CaCN2, also known as nitrolim, which is basically in contact with carbon dioxide and moisture forms fertilizer. So nitrolim is a very good fertilizer. Nitrogen has multiple use in packaging industry and all this production of ammonia, nitrites and so on. Next we have nitric acid preparation. You all know nitric acid in the laboratory it is prepared by generally treatment of potassium nitrate or sodium nitrate with concentrated H2SO4 less than 200 degrees centigrade, potassium bisulfate, nitric acid, and the collection of the vapor. Ostwald process, then nitric acid also can sometimes it's prepared in presence of oxygen by passing nitrogen in presence of oxygen and water, nitrogen to water, we get HNO3. And in nitric acid being a very corrosive acid, Tanciolo forms xanthoprotic acid in contact with the skin. Also nitric acid reacts with metals and with the non-metals under different condition. If it is dilute nitric oxide, if it is very dilute nitrous oxide is forms, it is concentrated NO2 forms. So these are certain reactions of nitric acid which were there in class 10. I am not repeating because you have all the same reactions for nitric acid, uses and properties of copper with copper, sulfur forms H2SO4, phosphorus, phosphoric acid and all those. Nitric acid at room temperature it is liquid. Next we have phosphine. Phosphine's most important reaction that comes almost every year, that is reaction of phosphorus in presence of sodium hydroxide and water. These three substances, they react to form sodium dihydrogen phosphide, that is NaH2PO2, along with the formation of phosphine. This reaction is very important and it comes every year. Now you all need to balance the reaction, because if you do not balance, I guess it's 3 will be there and there it will be 3, and then this will be also 3 and then 3, then 50% marks gets deducted, as you all know. So this is a very important reaction for the production of phosphine that come almost every year. Also, phosphine can be prepared by the hydrolysis of phosphide, as we have hydrolysis of nitrite to get ammonia. Similarly, here hydrolysis of phosphides to give calcium hydroxide and the phosphine. If you give aluminium phosphide, it will form aluminium hydroxide and phosphine, which is acidified. If we do the hydrolysis in the acidified form for aluminium phosphide, we get aluminium sulfate and phosphine. Now, phosphine has a very particular smell, that is its property. If you all have heard maybe about this odor, it's kind of rotten fish unpleasant odor. So that can be the identification for the phosphine in physical state. It's very specific odor of phosphine is there. Phosphine has a structure quite related to the ammonia structure in chemical bonding. You all have done the comparison of structures. Now, phosphine is a strong reducing agent. It reacts with mercury chloride and it acts as a reducing agent like AgCl2. If reacts with phosphine, it forms Ag3p2 plus HCl, that's a reducing agent. Phosphine also reacts with silver nitrate. It also reacts to form silver phosphide as an intermediate substance, which further gets converted to form metallic silver. So phosphine and also it decomposes in presence of sunlight to form phosphorus and hydrogen. These are certain reactions, and also it reacts with bleaching powder CaOClCl to form phosphorus trichloride, calcium hydroxide and HCl. Phosphine is having multiple uses. It can be used in the home signal. That's actually home signal is used for to detect the danger points. And also phosphine is used to produce smoke in warfare. Also phosphine is used to form different compounds, and these are certain reactions you keep on practicing which are needed. Next day we will be continuing with certain other compounds. You know, all this reactions. Keep practicing the reactions. Take care and bye.